don't know how I'm alive. I don't know how I'm here. I'm tired.
Did you get your air package?
Oh, is that what that? So I love how every single year the like mass amount of packages come the day after I leave, consistently, always the day after I left. So like the day after I took my red-eye flight, I got 10 package alerts from Amazon lockers. I'm like, this really couldn't have come the day before, because now I'm gonna get in trouble.
I'm trying. Yeah, we we have at least like 7 over the last like 2 days, I think. Yeah.
Was there anything for Saltburn or Poor Things? That's what I need to know.
I got a Poor Things screener, so I can fucking watch it.
Oh, good. I can't wait to abuse that screener and watch it over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
I'm literally gonna watch it as soon as I can. I have some work to do, but that is the first like on the list screener I got to like watch immediately. I had Barbie and I did Bottoms the other night. So started going back on the awards contenders, or whatever end of year list, and Barbie ruled. Bottoms I wasn't as high on as I wanted to be.
So you're wrong. I'm just kidding. You're not wrong. I get it.
I think it's fine. I think it's a movie that never really finds itself, though. Like there's no center of gravity. Like it's really tonally amiss in multiple points. Like some of the scenes, I think it's the funniest movie of the year, and some of the scenes fell so hard it like almost tanks the thing. So I don't know. I felt like it was struggling to try to like pull off what it was doing.
Interesting. I will agree to disagree on that one, because I did find it very consistent, and I found its consistency the reason why that kind of humor is so successful.
Yeah, that was again, the consistency wasn't there. I think the humor worked so well in some points, and then some points completely missed what it was trying to do. And I don't know. It just felt weird. It was odd. Like I just wasn't laughing as much. It kind of like the movie ended. I'm like, huh, that's not the movie I expected. Based on maybe it's unfortunate too hearing so much hype about it and then coming into it.
It's possible. I mean, that always does have an effect. I love how I can't even remember what I saw last week. I'm looking shit up right now. I saw what's Thursday. I didn't see anything on Thursday. I just did interviews on Thursday. I saw a movie I'm not allowed to talk about. I saw May December, which I can talk about. I like that quite a bit. I
got that too. So
that's a pretty like riveting watch, and it's like riveting via dialogue driven drama, and I guess also reaction shots too, but like that's definitely a performance showcase right there. And the obvious contenders from that one are going to be Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman, but everybody is real damn high on Charles Melton right now.
Yeah, see that name a lot.
I just like, I don't know, I'm like starting to get the feeling like he could be the sneak attack in the best supporting actor category, and he could wind up bumping someone out.
That's fair. I have not seen enough yet to make any steady predictions there. I still have too much to go, but
so it's a good, it's like a very well done movie, like a little bit of a mind fuck type movie in a way that I wasn't quite expecting. I mean, I shouldn't say expecting, because I purposely, like, whenever I have the opportunity, at least, I've stopped watching trailers when I don't have to and reading up on every single thing before seeing a movie. But I found that execution to be very, very successful there. I saw
that too. Like, it's a weird balance of like I want to go into movies completely blind. I try not to watch trailers, but then like for something like Saltburn that I'm excited about, like I want to watch the trailer because I'm like, all right, what's
I know.
Yeah, like,
well, they have the intended effect on us. They have the intended power. We can't help it. Like things like I also remember, I believe on Merri Hour we discussed the Poor Things trailer, and I was so excited to watch that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not gonna watch it, but like there is something amazing about a film festival that like shows a movie that has no anything, and you just walk in and see it, and you just react to it with no preconceptions.
I do quite like that. I was just about to say, because I'm looking at my schedule right now, and I saw Dinner with Angie on Monday night. I did not. I had dinner with Angie. I saw Saltburn a second time, and I'll tell everybody that that movie gets even better the second time around. It's one of
Nice.
those movies where when you know, the truth of the whole situation and you can go back and retrack it with that in mind, it kind of adds a whole new layer to the experience. And for me, that layer made it even stronger when I already loved it the first time around.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like I saw Barbie for the first time, as I just said, and that did meet the hype of what I wanted it to be. It was everything I wanted it to be. It's pretty high up there on my list for this year so far. I have a lot to go still. I have a lot of background and like a lot of slots to fill, but so far, like, you know, talking about a year that I think has been ho-hum for movies in general. I think Barbie kind of like shot up that list.
Oh, I don't think it's been like a middling year at all. I feel like I'm like especially stressed with crafting my top 10 right now because I just have too much, man. I have too much.
I don't have that problem yet. I haven't found
Oh, I
anything that's
do.
really
I
like
do.
comparatively to last year and the year before. I feel like when this time hit, there were movies like Everything Everywhere that kind of solidified, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be
Oh,
in my tops. But this year, I'm waiting for that thing to really blow me away. Waiting.
I'm definitely not gonna spoil my top 10 right now, but I will say when we did like the middle of the year, you know, the best of the year so far, a lot
Yeah.
of those
Mhm.
movies I'm still like desperately holding on to as I see things like, you know, Poor Things and Saltburn, and I'm tempted to
Yeah.
bump them out, but
Okay.
I don't wanna bump them out.
No, I get it. I get it.
Where does Thanksgiving fall on your top 10?
I mean, it's not in my top 10
I know, I know.
for like, well, I mean, I really liked it. I actually really dig it. I think it's one of my favorite horror movies of the year, hands down.
I was talking to Justin and, to Ian today, and both of them had high praise for Thanksgiving.
It's everything I want from a throwback slasher. It's everything I want that we haven't been getting from an original concept that is getting mainstream push. Like 100% Scream, 100% Halloween has brought like the slasher back into mainstream focus. But you know, the fact that Thanksgiving is an original idea based on a fake trailer, obviously. So it had some kind of hype coming into it, but still, you know, Lionsgate took a risk and put this in theaters and all that stuff. So yeah, I was impressed. I think it does everything right that I wanted to. It's got the kills, it's got a lot of goopy gore, a lot of practical. Like it just gets back to the roots of what kind of fun, crowd pleasing slasher horror should be. So yeah, plus it's holiday horror, and I wasn't going to go away from that. Like the trailer sells everything it is, and it's even more festive and holiday themed. So gets an A from me. I
You
really do
gave
think it's my
an
top pick.
A?
I'm sorry, like I gave it a 4 out of 5. So technically,
Oh, okay, that's
no, I gave it a
pretty
four out of
close,
five. So like
pretty high.
pretty much an A
Shit,
minus. Yeah,
I gotta circle back to that. I like goopy gore too. That's your next
yeah.
pull quote.
It's
"A howlin' good time with goopy
man.
gore."
I keep squeezing Hallen into reviews. Like I just like it's my new thing. Not
That
new
should be
thing.
the Donato drinking game. Every time
Yeah,
you
like
read a Matt
generally.
Donato review and it says howlin' in it, you gotta drink.
I absolutely sneak that in whenever I can because it's funny to me. Because if I ever get pull quoted doing that again, I'll laugh my ass off.
A howlin' good time. Haunted Autumn says, "I honestly might have to put Naiad in my top 10 at the moment." I, like, would consider that as well. That was another one that I watched this week, but I had watched it for the second time, and it's a real damn good movie, a real powerful story, and that's another one that I think is going to be in the Oscar conversation. I'm curious to see if Annette Bening gets in for lead performance because it's just, like, a tough category, but I am right now very much betting on Jodie Foster getting a supporting nomination, and I love her work in that movie. I love the character she plays, who of course is based on a real person who just seems like the best friend in the world. So I am rooting pretty big for that one right now. And can confirm what Sam says here is very accurate. I will say nothing beyond that, but I will say it is correct, and you will know exactly what we are both talking about when you see the film.
Yeah, I'm very happy that all the award screeners are starting to hit, and I can start digging through them because we just got Naiad. We just like they're all piling up. So I will put Naiad towards the
Naiad's
top then if
Naiad's
you're
quite good.
okay.
I think you're gonna like that one a
Have
lot.
you seen? Has there been anything on Rustin yet? Have you seen?
Oh, I saw Rustin. Rustin's available on Netflix right now, and
Nice.
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I think the whole movie is like rock solid. When I think about it breaking through into the Oscar conversation, I think it is limited to Coleman. You know, if I were voting for Oscars, I'd probably put it in other categories as well. But I think realistically, that's its only chance. And, you know, there's also a chance he could get bumped out of the Best Actor category. If that does happen, though, I think it would be a damn shame because he
Okay.
is something else in it. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna give him a little more of an edge of getting into the category right now because I don't think I'm allowed to do like a review, but people did Color Purple social media reactions. Yeah, so I could talk about that.
Okay, go for it.
I'll just briefly say the whole cast in that movie is real good. It's going to get a lot of Oscar season love. Coleman is very, very good in that movie. And I think, you know, of course, you know, you're meant to get an Oscar nomination for one specific performance in one specific movie, but like we're human beings and other things that are going on at the same time wind up influencing votes. And I think that's going to help him here because he's got two really good movies hitting at the same time. And he also has these two performances that are so incredibly different. And he's so damn good. And I think the fact that like people will be recognizing his range right now to such a powerful extent is only going to help his chances for getting in for Rustin. So I just want to see him get nominated. Like, really talented and lovely guy. I can't wait to release the interview I just did with him. It might be one of my favorite interviews I've done all year.
Nice.
Yeah. I was really happy.
Like again, it hit, and it's one of those movies that I was like, I definitely hadn't had it on my radar in a way. So like, I'm glad it's decent.
Hi, Rogers. I can always hear when Rogers is coming because of like, you know, the tappies.
He's also got the collar on, so it's like a little bit.
Okay, so here's a question about this. Should I do a live reaction if I mute my mic? Or should I just like let it play really softly?
I mean, do whatever you want to do.
Did you watch it?
I actually didn't watch it yet.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't.
I mean, do you want to watch it together? Is it supposed to be a good trailer? Can anyone tell me?
I don't know. I don't think we have to watch it. I think we can both say we haven't watched it yet and then touch on it when we watch it.
But it's supposed to be like a big trailer, man.
All right. Well then hold on.
All right.
Hold on. I just don't know what this is gonna do to my laptop is the thing.
Oh, that's fair. We'll try. If it melts down your computer, we'll abort mission. Get past whatever the ad is first though, so we could cue it up at the same time.
Madame Web Trema.
I feel like the more entertaining part of this trailer reaction is going to be everybody watching us like try to like start at the same time.
I will try to do this. I will get past the ad and I will tell you when I'm paused.
I also have the volume very low, so hopefully we don't get flagged, but we'll see. And I have subtitles on.
I'm putting my volume very low.
All right, Travis, we're going to do this for you.
I put my subtitles on. Oh boy.
All right. Are you back
to my laptop is ready.
Are you zeroed out?
I'm at 0, but it's gonna do the thing where like the first thing is like watch the trailer. So like,
oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. As long as we're at the same time. So I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then you click. So it should be 3, 2, 1, click. Okay. Ready?
All right, I'll see what happens.
Here we go. I'm gonna say it. 3, 2, 1, click.
God, it's so choppy.
Okay.
It's a long fucking trailer.
A little bit. This is a really good cast.
Oh, I was like literally just gonna say like the cast is solid. I obviously have not been paying enough attention to this.
Oh, it is Final Destination. I see what people are saying now.
I saw those tweets. I saw like everyone saying Madame Web is like Final Destination plus. Yeah.
I'm kind of into that. Oh god, it is Final Destination!
Literally just Final Destination. Oh, no, okay. Now I get the everyone talking about researching spiders right before she died. I mean, it's a little less Final Destination at least.
It's very Final Destination, and you know what? I love it.
Well, like it's Final Destination, but with like time travel-y kind of things.
With superpowers.
Yeah.
The sign! The sign fell! It's Final Destination. That
I
shot just,
mean,
like, immediately brought me back. Like, it looks almost exactly like Final Destination 1.
like, hmm. It is Final Destination-esque, I know that, but like it's just the premonition though aspect.
I'm glad
Like
people
it's
enjoyed this.
like to me, it's like there's more to it than it being Final Destination in the sense that you have rerouted time, so something is coming back to kill you. Like I don't know, there's more to it going on, but I don't
It's
know.
Final Destination.
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It just it didn't really hook me in a way that other. I don't know. It's fine.
I don't think it hooked me in the way that it intended because I'm just tickled by the fact that it is Final Destination plus Marvel, and I love it, and I don't think that's why they want me to love it, but I don't care. They've gotten me to buy a ticket faster than I would have before a trailer.
Yeah, but like I feel like calling it Final Destination is setting up expectancies that aren't going to be there because like if I want Final Destination in Marvel, like I want
They
the hard
set
version of that.
they set those expectations for me already. There's too many, like,
It's not going to meet it.
direct
It's never going to meet it,
I
though.
know they weren't intended references, but there's too many, like, very, very obvious direct parallels in this trailer for me to ever erase that from my mind.
Well, that is something that is going to bite them in the butt then because it'll never live up to that. Because yes, I would love a Final Destination version Marvel movie, but that's not what this is going to be.
No, that's not I'm not saying that is what it's
No, I know,
going
I
to be.
know, I know,
That
I
is how
know.
this trailer reads, and it is making me do that. It is like, I'm happy right now.
That's good. I'm indifferent. I have watched a trailer. That is, I've seen something for a movie
I have
show,
watched
whatever
a
that's coming
trailer.
out.
It's like when people say it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. I have no, because like I don't know, have like a huge dedication to the material prior, so it's like coming into this. This is my first time dealing with said characters, and you've shown me a trailer that gets across some of what's going on. So cool. All right, fine.
Okay. All right. So there, I hope you enjoyed that, Travis. I think a lot of people did that because people seem to enjoy watching us react live because I
No,
guess we make silly faces.
those
I
videos
I
always do
despise
well. I don't.
doing I'm surprised they even suggested doing that. I despise trailer reactions just because like I feel like a big old doofus whenever I do one.
They get the attention though, so people love them.
I guess so. I
Hit the
guess so.
chat. Why do people love these videos? It's curiosity. It's not judgment. It's legitimately
No,
curiosity.
yeah. Well, it's like, tiny children out there right now who like watching videos of people
That's fair.
playing with toys rather than playing with the toy themselves. That is really fascinating to me, and I
That's
don't
fair.
understand. Next super chat. It's been a while since I got scared watching a movie. Last time was watching The Medium, and I've been trying to find something that's super scary. Any recommendations? Last time was watching, yeah, The Medium. Should I know what that is? The Medium?
A Shutter movie. It's quite good. The
Oh,
medium is quite creepy.
of course
Good.
you know what it is.
Oh yeah, no, I
What
love them.
kind of movie is it? So I know
It's like a mix
A comp?
between it does possession, it does cult, it does found footage, like it does a bunch of stuff.
Ooh,
Like it's really
is it
playing
good?
with. Yeah, oh, I love it. It was one of my favorite horror
Oh,
movies of like
fuck.
2021
I
whenever it
might have
came
to
out.
watch that.
Yeah, it's on Shutter, the medium. It's phenomenal.
Mm,
I think it's Thai. I think it's a Thai movie.
okay.
But yeah, it does a lot of really good stuff with like uh culturally relevant horror, international horror. Again, it's playing with found like Safe Haven, not to give it like a comparison that
Mm.
it's fucking above and beyond.
Oh,
But
that's a
well,
that
that's the
sounds
thing
to
though.
me like it could be a good recommendation then,
The
if you haven't
last
seen, VHS 2.
the last third of it is like the best adaptation of Safe Haven I think we'll ever get. But the 2/3 before that is like some really good paranormal activity riffs, some really
Mm.
good like the whaling stuff. So there's just a
Oh,
lot
I
in there.
bet.
The medium takes so many swings. I love it. I adore it. Go with it. But yeah,
Um,
I mean, it's very hard. Is like,
do you still have other windows open on your computer?
yeah.
Shut them.
Why? Can you hear my computer breathing?
It's no, 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 I could it's choppy.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, yeah. Let
Um,
me see what I can do. Yeah.
fuck, a possession cult movie. I don't know anything else that combines the 2. I mean, I guess my best recommendation would probably be to watch VHS 2 where you get Safe Haven if you haven't seen it.
Trying to
Mm,
think I mean, for me, Saint and Slaves is always my go-to. Like,
mm,
Slaves for me is one of those movies that fucking terrified me, and I haven't been scared in a long
mhm.
time. So that sticks out to me. If you can see Satan Slaves, it's also on Shutter. But if you've seen the medium, I assume you might have actually seen Satan Slaves. That just an assumption from
Yeah,
me.
that's what I was thinking when I was recommending VHS too. Well,
Yeah,
this isn't like an equal movie in terms of subgenre, but if you want a newer movie that just came out on Shudder, I highly recommend Birth Rebirth to anybody who hasn't watched
I
it.
still see that.
That
Yep.
that movie's like in like my top tier of the year. It is just like a really like brilliant and thoughtful like spin on Frankenstein, and it's got some really like kick-ass incredible performances in it.
Good.
I could not get enough of that movie.
Okay. I gotta watch that then. I gotta pump that one out.
Big recommend on that one.
What
All
else?
right.
The Harbinger. Harbinger's super
Oh,
spooky. That worked for me. It's weird. Like, it's one of those movies, and I said this on this channel before, but like, I don't want a whole wave of pandemic COVID horror movies.
mm,
Like, we all live that. I don't need that being the next kind of thing. And I thought for a little bit it might have been, but recently there haven't been any. So I feel like that
yeah.
trend might have just died out. But there is one that did it well and one that did it right, and it's The Harbinger, and it's terrifying. It's very good.
And Host.
It, so I guess I'm specifically talking about, yeah, I guess so. Like Host does fit there. That is true. But that was one of those like really at the front end of it before
I
we
guess
knew
so.
what it would be. Like
Ah.
the Harbinger is about later into it. Like it actually
Oh.
addresses
Okay.
COVID. Like there's a lot more to it, let's say, and it actually makes us like relive that in a way. But
Hmm.
again, there's demons and other things, and it does it
Mhm.
well.
As
So
long as there are demons.
yeah, as long as there's demons.
All right, David wants to know what's one movie this year you and other you what is one movie this year other critics loved that you hated and one movie that other critics hated that you love?
Um, oh man, I want to pull up my fucking. Sorry, I'm gonna pull up a tab now because
I think I'm going to do the same cuz like my Rotten Tomatoes is probably the easiest way to find the answer to
that's
this.
exactly what I'm doing. Rotten Tomatoes, not tomato. Because I have a few for ones that I liked that others didn't. Like I've been the
I mean the most one of the most I mean I wouldn't say I loved this, but like I can already like tell you I'm in the minority on Five Nights at Freddy's, The Exorcist Believer.
I those
I
those are
mean,
actually those are my two too, like most recent. Let's
oh no,
see
I'm going all
here.
the way into next year. Hmm. A movie everybody loved that
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
like Five
like.
Nights, I mean Five Nights and Exorcist Believer are two of my most extreme examples because like they're both at like under 30%. Like they're both have such a low score. So it
Mm,
has to be that.
I
Also,
don't think
apparently,
I don't think I'm that extreme on anything, you know? Like I don't think it's like a love it, hate it competition. I think there's some like really hot movies this year that like I'm a little less high on, if anything, but nothing extreme. Like everybody loved it and I hated it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that one because I have examples where I am a negative review on like a 70%, but like even
Mhm.
that to me doesn't feel that out of whack. Let's say there's a few like the other thing too is like there's a few horror movies that I'm on that on. I've pretty much been in the consensus to say on like the bigger stuff, the more mainstream. Haunted Mansion, I loved, and apparently I am very
I
much
like
on the
Haunted Mansion. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
37%, so it's not really repping that hard.
Yeah. I mean, I think our big example is probably Exorcist because a lot of people tore that movie to shreds, and, we did not.
I honestly, Freddy's is got equally kind of banged up in reviews and stuff like that. So like, I think that is one that's more in the same conversation. I would say. Ooh,
Other than that,
I barely liked Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. I don't think it's a great
oh,
movie by
I
any
like
chance.
I like that.
I,
I think it's like a fine movie. I don't think
yeah,
it's
but
bad, I
like
don't think it's great.
Pet Cemetery Bloodlines says 23% though, so like that's technically another one for me.
Um, I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a few indie horror movies that I like one of the only negatives on, but like that's still out of 10 reviews. So like
mhm.
I'm like, or like 20. So like I'm 1 out of 20. So to me, like that's not that huge of a thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any extremes this year that I could really think of.
Yeah, I don't have that hate yet.
That's a good thing.
I feel like
I like genuinely don't think I hated anything this year. I'm trying to think. Was there something we saw where I like walked out of it enraged, like really fired up and not liking something? I feel like there was something
enraged.
earlier in the year that I'm not thinking of right now.
I'm trying to think of something where you were. I don't
Where
know that there.
I was like, that was like big time disappointment. I'm
How
also
about
afraid to open other tabs right now, but you know what? I'm gonna do it.
yeah?
All right, what the fuck came out this year? I still isn't
What are movies?
yeah, I mean, isn't it weird that didn't Megan come out this year? It feels like it came
Yeah,
out like 5 years ago.
Megan was very much this year. It's fine.
Feels like it came out a million years ago.
Yeah, like it came and went in the way that I thought it would. Like the lead up to it was very obviously
I don't think it
good
went. I
marketing.
think it's still, like, super hot and it's, like, infused itself in pop culture. I think it had the staying power that it needed to be, like, the next big horror thing.
I don't know. I'm looking at my movie scene list for this year to see if I'm missing any like
Yeah,
massive.
I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I mean, I didn't like Asteroid City.
Oh yeah, I
And a
honestly I
lot
saw
of
it on the flight
there's
home. I
a
wasn't that stoked.
there's a good deal of Oscar talk for that one too, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I like parts of
Let's-
Asteroid City, but I definitely did not love the whole. I feel like now I'm just eyeing things that I thought were like really not
Yeah, I'm looking at
good.
my bottom list
I
right now.
really, I'm probably not someone's opinion to seek on an Expendables movie because I haven't seen the whole franchise, but I thought the fourth movie was
Oh, the fucking
pretty
dog shit.
poor, pretty
Yeah,
poor.
the fourth Expendables is goddamn
It's real rough.
atrocious.
It's real rough.
It's fucking bad. I mean, technically, I mean, if we're being honest, Suitable Flesh
Oh,
for
stop
me.
it.
I, I'm trying to look at stuff that like
Right.
I am
Oh,
lower on
like
than most people.
you're going back to like you didn't love it as much as I
Yeah, the
did. All
question,
right,
like
all
the
right.
like if I'm trying to find something that I didn't
I
like
thought
that
you were
other people
looping it in
love.
with Expendables. I'm like, dude,
Oh no!
rated it.
Expendables is
Rated it.
unwatchable garbage. Absolutely, fucking dog shit. I do not put Suitable Flesh with that. I'm just trying to think of stuff where like my negative review versus other positive ones. So like that would be there.
Here's one that I want to know if you saw. Holdovers.
I haven't seen Holdovers yet.
Matt, this is a fucking lovely movie. I've been
Good.
saying it on FYC since the day I saw it. This is the sneak attack movie that I think is going to rise in the ranks all throughout the season, and it could wind up toppling one of like, you know,
Nice.
the one of the predicted winners for Best Picture. It is so incredibly charming, one of Alexander Payne's best movies. It's just got like this really infectious warmth to it that I think is just going to make everyone happy.
The
I love
Holdovers is
it.
the one that I'm. It's the one that like I'm waiting for, especially in package. I'm just like, every time I
So
open up
good.
a package, I'm like, holdovers, please, holdovers. Like,
Yeah.
I really want to see it.
That was one of the so during the strikes, never shared a single mailer I got because
Yeah.
that seems silly and not like journalism to me, and I didn't want to do it. One of the last packages that I got before the strike ended was the holdovers, and I'm so excited to like it's in California now. Go back to California and put that sweatshirt on and just like wear it and rep how much I love the holdovers.
Yeah, that's fair. I have nothing to add. I'm just can't wait to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the next one, but I also sadly have to pull up IMDb, which slows my computer
Oh,
down.
if I pull it,
IMDb
I
is
know if
the
I pull up IMDb, it will kill
it's
my computer. I
it's the
can't do it.
worst. It is the worst with that. But I just want to make sure I can get a bird's eye view of his filmography
I
before
know.
I start ranking
I don't,
things.
and I can't use my phone because it's my camera.
Shit, this is a hard rank because I really, really, really love Fruitvale Station, Creed, and Black Panther. I liked Black Panther Wakanda Forever a good deal too, but it's definitely not on the same level as those other three. So I guess obviously that makes Wakanda Forever number 4. I think if I'm oftentimes when I rank things, I think, and again, I'm like, we're ranking as like personal favorites. Like, we're not
Yeah,
comparing the quality of these movies. So, because it's a personal favorite thing, I often tend to rank things higher when it's something that I love watching so much and I watch it over and over. So, I think I'd have to go Black Panther number 1. Creed and Fruitvale are just like so close together for me in my head right now. I,
Man,
I
I
think
see. I
maybe
struggle.
I think I'm going Black Panther, Fruitvale Station, Creed, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever with the disclaimer that those top 3 are like incredibly close to one another.
Yeah, I honestly think I have to go Fruitvale, Creed, Black Panther, Wakanda.
Mm,
I
I get
think
it.
that's like not even trying to just like I do think that's where I have to rewatch them all again though. Like literally, I'd have to put those three. Wakanda Forever for me is at the bottom, no argument.
Mhm.
Like it literally is
Oh,
just
yeah.
I didn't like it
Get
even
it.
as much as you
I
did.
get
So
it.
like that's just dead in the water. But oh man, I would have to watch. I take it back. I know Black Panther would be number 3 no matter what.
Mhm.
Good movie. I enjoyed it, but to me, Fruitvale and Creed are just a cut above.
They're
So
real
like
good. Real damn
it
good.
would be trying to watching both those two back to back and really like hammering that down.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. J. Scott for real wants to know, have we talked about Thanksgiving yet? Because he saw it and loved it. We did talk about it a little earlier. It seems to be getting high praise across the board. I did not see it, so everybody speaking so highly of it is making me want to prioritize it this week. So hopefully by the next Merri Hour, I will have seen it.
It's good. I have seen it.
We got a biggie from Lamont. Thank you so
Well,
much for the support, friends. Do you think the Marvels could have done a bit better at the box office if actors were able to promote it? Same with Blue Beetle. Also, with the Marvels' reliance on the knowledge of Disney Plus shows, an issue that many had, what could this mean for Brave New World? Yes, I think
yeah,
box office would be better if actors were able to promote it. Um, I think with literally any movie with any cast, you always consider the fact that, like, this is, like, the studio promotion that they're setting up. The second you add actors with their own platforms and their own followers, it immediately, whoosh, goes like that, and the promotion reaches more people. So when you don't have actors with big followings participating in the marketing campaign, it is going to limit that marketing campaign's reach, no matter how hard all those publicists and representatives work to make sure the movies got out there. So big yes to that. And then I don't think okay, two-part to the Disney Plus thing. On the one hand, I think that the assumption that you need to see everything in order to see the next Marvel movie is hurting it. But I think the Marvels did a really good job with not forcing you to need to see those shows. I think they do just enough recap to make sure that this could serve as the beginning for someone and they could still have a very satisfying experience. But again, because many assume that you need to see
yeah,
previous installments of a franchise, which I get that assumption, it does wind up hurting it ultimately.
yeah. Because I didn't see Secret Invasion. I didn't see a single minute of Secret Invasion, and I had no issues kind of walking into this movie having my knowledge of just the MCU films. I think it does a good job in the first 3-ish minutes where it kind of gets that little exposition dump out of the way. And I didn't find it as an issue, but I agree it's an issue that people had, and like people were even asking like my friend, like literally just like, hey, like I want to take my kid to see this, but he hasn't seen any of the shows. Is this going to be an issue? And the reaction was like, no, like absolutely go in.
Oh.
It should be okay. But Marvel has set themselves up in a way where, of course, like you do think you have to see everything. Like everything is connected. Everything has plays into the next 3 movies forward. So like it's a fear they've established themselves, and whether it's true or not, whether the films do a good job of like catching you up, you've still kind of dug yourself a little bit of hole there. Like you're how far into a universe, you're how far into all these franchises and stuff like that. So like, yeah, you kind of dug a hole there.
I got a friend.
What up, bud?
Hi, buddy. You okay? Yeah, I know. I love you too. 2 minutes after he slow blinks and tells me he loves me, he bites me. Victor wants to know, Perri and Matt, my favorite movie critics. You guys ready for the Oscars next year? I am. I know. No, I'm early and don't give a flying hoot. You're not early, though. It is Oscar season right now. Almost all of the movies are out. I mean, I think at this point, actually, after Color Purple, that was the last, Oscar packagey one that needed to be seen.
Wonka's not out yet.
I don't know if people are considering that.
I know that was
conversation. Maybe crafts. I don't know, but like I feel like the last piece of the prognostication puzzle was Color Purple, and now it's out, or the reactions are out, and it seems like it's going to be a huge contender. So definitely not early, and I'm so excited for Oscar season. There's just like a lot. There's a lot of really good stuff to work with. And there's so many like very, very different films. And whenever those are the 2 ways I describe an Oscar, whenever those are the 2 ways I'm describing an Oscar season, I'm a very happy person.
Yeah, I have to get there. I will be excited soon. I just have to catch up basically, and I'm drowning in it.
Craig, thank you so much for the super chat. We have indeed spoken about Thanksgiving, but I'll spin this question.
We haven't spoken about it yet. So we have not had our... Like, I talked about it, but like you haven't seen it yet. So like
I gotta give thoughts. What about thoughts on Thanksgiving, the holiday, Matt? How do you feel about that? Are you ready for Thursday?
No, I have so much shit to do there too.
Okay.
I have to make a fucking turkey. I have to make sides. We have to host. We have to do shit. Like,
well, you could be a shitty cook like our family and just order in.
I refuse. I can't. Cooking is one of my prides. So when I actually do it, I actually want to do it well.
I respect that. I will be eating my ordered in mashed potatoes with a big old smile on my face.
Bless.
Travis is here. What's up, Travis? It reminded me of Happy Death Day. Have either of you watched The Killer with Michael Fassbender? Very good methodical movie. I actually haven't seen that one yet. I missed my screenings. That made me very sad.
Yeah, same. It came out at a bad time, and I haven't been able to watch it yet. So that might be a good put on the background movie.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to that soon. Victor wants to know, also, I plan to see a movie on my 3rd consecutive Christmas, seeing Ferrari. I still have to see Ferrari, too. I missed my screen. I forget why I missed. Oh, I know I know why I missed my screening. I moderated something for Kaylee Spaney, who is phenomenal in Priscilla. So while I was sad to have missed Ferrari, I missed it for a good reason. So I was happy about that. I recommend Priscilla to anyone who hasn't seen it. I don't necessarily think she's going to break into the best actress race, even though, like, if she did, I think she would be deserving. I think she would be a very valid nomination to give. But that's just like, it's so competitive this year. I think maybe when you add, extra slots in other award shows, like let's say SAG, maybe that's where she can come into play. And I hope she does, because she deserves a lot of credit for that work, for that performance. But I don't see it happening for Oscar season. We got another one here. I haven't seen any of those movies. Oh, sweet, man. I haven't seen any of those movies you recommended, so I'll check them out. Thank you so much. I want a full report next Merri Hour. What did we say? We said VHS 2, Harbinger,
Satan Slaves.
Satan Slaves. I feel like and Birth Rebirth. That kind of got lumped into that.
That's fair.
What's up, Annabelle? Best horror game, past and present. Board and card ones count too. Lastly, have you walked out of or gave up on a movie but gave it a second chance? I don't really walk out of movies.
So I have a second chance one. So I don't either. Like I won't walk out of a movie, but I don't know why this sticks out. I went to see Semi Pro in college,
Mhm.
and we walked out of the movie, the Will Ferrell like
Yeah,
comedy,
yeah.
like and like me and my friends walked out after the movie ended, and we're like, that was terrible. Like we didn't find it funny. We didn't think it was good at all. But it was on our college like cable station or whatever. Like that was the
Uh,
movie that would play on HBO over and over. So like I'd put it on as I go to fall asleep, and after watching it like the third time just randomly, I now love it. Like I don't know why the humor did not click with me at all the first time, and now I'm like, oh no, this is very funny. I don't know what was wrong with me.
well, I guess, oh, I feel like there's a good comedy one. Oh, here's a good comedy example. I did not like it on the first go around, but I felt like a little removed from the enthusiasm for it, and now it's one of my favorite comedies of all time. It's Bridesmaids. I
Oh,
don't know
okay,
what it was. Maybe it was like you were saying earlier, like the overly hyped nature of it before going into my
that's fair.
screening. But I just remember being like, that was good, but like I don't think it's that funny. Now I sit there and I watch it over and over, like cackling.
That's fair.
I love
And
that
then yeah,
movie.
horror. Like I'm trying to think of good horror games, and like I
I
haven't
like
been
the
playing.
horror game we played at your apartment.
Which one would you play?
It's literally right behind you, isn't it? The
Is it
board
mixtape?
games? Yeah,
Yeah, mixtape.
I
Yeah,
like
no,
those.
mixtape is very fun.
I like those.
I'm trying to think of like video games too. I just picked up Dead Island 2's new downloadable content, and it's just really trippy. Like Dead Island 2 is like a zombie game, but they kind of went the way of super high art, fucked up velvet buzzsaw ish
Mm,
cult insanity.
interesting.
So like it was very fun. It was very like horror forward, where Dead Island's more like campy zombie killing. Like this house edition was very fucked up psychological and pretty gross horror.
I don't play that many games now, so I can't really speak to horror games, but I will say that I was just doing an interview with Emerald Fennell for Saltburn,
Mhm.
and someone on the Collider team before, they're like, "She's a really big Are You Afraid of the Dark fan." So obviously, I had to go down that rabbit hole with her,
Got
and
it.
she brought up the idea of the Are You Afraid of the Dark PC game from back in the day.
Yeah.
I fucking remember that. I like really clearly too, but I hadn't thought about it until she brought it up. And then I went and I like YouTubed a whole bunch of things, and now a lot of like the sounds and stuff are back in my head.
Oh,
It's
that's so
weird.
cool.
All right, Anthony wants to know question on best actor potentials. Why wasn't Timothy Chalamet brought up for Wonka during the Best Actor FYC episode? Is that movie being pushed back to 2024? It is not being pushed back, but you know, the best way I can describe it is whenever we're making predictions for Oscar season and some movies haven't come out, sight unseen, it's hard to make an accurate prediction, but there are certain ones that are Oscar packagey where the people involved and the way that a studio is starting to promote it can give us like signals to work with. Like let's say a movie premieres at, TIFF or Telluride, it automatically gives you a certain vibe that movie is going for, and it's selling it in a certain way. So the fact that Wonka hasn't really done any of those things is probably giving people the sense that that is not what the studio is pursuing with that movie. So I mean that's kind of why I am not giving it any Oscar predictions. But who knows? Once we see it, maybe everything will change.
Yeah, that's I've done that there.
All right. Why do you think Superman is better on TV than on film in the modern era? To me, it's because the people on the film side don't understand Superman.
Zack Snyder sure suck doesn't.
Well, I still like
I do.
I
I
like Henry
honestly think
Cavill's Superman.
that. I think
Yeah.
that's the thing. And with television, you have a little more, maybe a little more freedom to say. And they stick. Wait, this is an Amelia question. Like Amelia could crush this out of the park.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I have a harder time talking about this particular thing because, I haven't seen every iteration of Superman, especially the TV stuff. I'm definitely like a little out of the loop on that. So I probably shouldn't directly compare, but I mean, I'll say what I just said. I really like Henry Cavill's Superman.
Yeah, and I think like the CW stuff and like the TV stuff does stick more to the comic book feel, where someone like Snyder is trying to put his own stamp on it, and doing that gets away from the character and away from what people want from it. Like, I don't know, to me, like, my knowledge level obviously is not super in depth in the comics and stuff like that, but like the Superman I want to see is like the do-gooding Superman that is that DC universe kind of glowing hero. And I think the worst things those Snyder verse movies do with Superman is just turn him dark, turn him gritty, go with that whole Snyder element, and like I lost interest. I didn't care.
My favorite version of Superman is the one we see in Brightburn.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, to be fair, horror, like baby horror Superman.
I did really enjoy that movie, though.
Yeah, I like Brightburn. No, I agree with you there.
Vincent coming in hot with another ranking. Shit. Okay.
You got to pull it up and you got to tell me.
All right.
I don't want to miss
I'm gonna say I've never seen Citizen Ruth, so I guess I have to take that out. I probably should watch it because I fucking love Laura Dern. So I'm taking that out. I'm putting it's stressful. I'm putting Election at number 1. I could watch Election over and over and over and over and over again. I also haven't seen the Passion of Martin. My number 2, oh shit. My number 2, like I think like Holdovers is a big contender for that spot. I'll put it there for now. It could change when I watch it over and over again. I'll put number 3, The Descendants. I love The Descendants.
Good.
Number 4 will probably be Sideways. I forgot about Schmidt. Number 5 would be Nebraska. Number 6 would be About Schmidt. Number 7 would be Downsizing.
Downsizing. Yeah, Downsizing for me is very much at the bottom.
Yeah.
Again,
that was obvious.
Yeah, I think that's the easy bottom one. Man, The Descendants is so good though. I struggle with like
fucking Andrew. I'm sorry. I just looked ahead to the next super chat. Andrew, I'm mad at you.
The Descendants might go to my top slot there. But like so could like About Schmidt. Like I don't that's so hard. Like, yeah, like that one I would really have to do rewatches on, because most of those movies you have listed are movies that to me rank quite highly. So like I love Payne.
They're really good.
I usually love Payne. Downsizing is a fucking outlier. Yeah.
All right. The most evil super chat will close us out. Andrew, I'm mad about this. All right. Fuck. I just have to say them out loud first.
Do it. Say them out loud.
Okay.
This is not the order. You're just saying.
No. I'm just saying Hill House, Bly Manor, Midnight Mass, Midnight Club, The Fall of the House of Usher. Oh, fuck me. It's really an impossible ranking because it just depends on my mood. Like one day I might want to watch Midnight Club, and one day I might want Midnight Club, and another day I feel like I'd only want to rewatch Midnight Mass when like I'm in a certain mood, you know?
Fall, Hill House.
Wait, are you going from top down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Fall House of Usher.
Okay.
Hill House, Midnight. Bly Club.
I will say I love all of them. Like, I mean, like top tier, sky high ratings for all of them from me. On this particular day, on November 19th at 6:59 p.m. Eastern, if I were to rank them based on what I'd want to push play on right now, like right this second, first it would be The Fall of the House of Usher, just because like I'm in the mood to watch it right now. Now. Hill House, Midnight Club, Midnight Mass, Bly. But that's like literally just this day at this time what I'm most in the mood to watch. I feel like you're giving me a stinky face right now. Are you giving me a stinky judging face, or are you frozen?
I'm reading comments. I'm letting you go. You're just taking a while.
I think that's where I'm landing. All right. I have to go because I have to go to dinner.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
scrolling to see if we missed anything.
It's almost 7. Were there any we missed? Super chats?
Yes, there were 2. That's
Oh,
why.
seriously?
Yeah, 2 more
Oh my
came in.
god. Oh, I see. Okay, this one, Best Actress Emma Stone or Annette Bening. I think both of these are absolutely exceptional performances. Prediction-wise, I think Emma Stone's gonna get it, and honestly, if I were voting, I would vote them both in for nominations, but I would pick Emma Stone for the win.
And then
Oh, I thought you were gonna respond, Caleb.
oh, I can't yet. I can't respond to that.
Okay,
So
fair. All right.
if he said
Let's
films, I
see.
will happily.
Let's see how mad I get.
For Mr. Joyce,
Fuck me.
Mike Joyce put he was one of the first comments in the chat. He's like, "What did I do to deserve this beating from Donato? Because I am eviscerating him." Sorry, bud. This is the team I've drafted. This is the team I put together.
Yeah, Donovan beat me in Patreon. Like I don't like unless Javonte Williams has like a massive game, I'm completely screwed there. But I'm winning in our Critics League.
There you go.
I actually did quite well in our Critics League. I'm feeling good about that, except for the fact that Garrett Wilson hasn't had a single reception.
He's been
What
open
was
too.
happening in that game?
Wilson, yeah.
Oh
Zach
God, of
Wilson has
course.
some bad throws.
Shit. All right. Well, of course the Jets are getting crushed.
Absolutely. Oh,
I was hoping the sweatshirt would be good vibes, but it's not.
I needed Mr. Allen to start playing.
Well, so much for that. All right. Before we go, do you want to plug anything?
At Donato Bomb on Twitter, Letterboxd, Instagram, and TikTok. And I will keep writing things as I always do. So you can just follow me on social and see all the cool things I am writing. Or you can read Fangoria next issue and you can read me there too. So
yay.
All the same.
I look forward to that. All right, I'm going to go back to what I was doing a couple months ago and plug Ladies Night because it's back full force now. And we had a big weekend, actually. Iman Vellani was my guest that we ran on Friday. So that one is up and running and available to watch on the Collider Extras YouTube channel. And she was lovely. And then we also had Rachel Zegler on the show. And that episode went up today. And she is a wonderful interview, super articulate and thoughtful about all of her answers, which I really appreciated. And just like really gave a whole lot of insight into her journey going from West Side Story and like breaking out in Hollywood to taking Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So I highly recommend watching both of them. You have a shit-eating grin on your face. Is there something you want to say before we close out?
Yeah, I really like Ricky's 4 o'clock comment. Gobble till you wobble. That's my new Thanksgiving.
Gobble till you wobble, everybody.
I can't walk anymore. That's fine. I like that.
I hope everyone who's celebrating has a wonderful Thanksgiving, surrounded by good people and with good food. And we'll see you next weekend. Look, Rogers is saying happy Thanksgiving too. We'll see you next weekend for a brand new Merri Hour.
Gobble till you wobble.
Gobble till you wobble.